to After Podcast. My name is Chatone Morrison. I am the Princess of Positivity, and I'm happy that you're here. We are all about talking to midlife women who know that there's something that they should be focusing on that they're not focused on right now. They want to focus on things that are more important, and that's why you come here. We help you do that through Core Energy Coaching and especially through Emotional Freedom Technique. You'll notice I'm by myself and I'm not at home. All right, I'm on vacation right now. I'm in the Dominican Republic, but I wanted to come out and give you this quick message about being overly busy, and is busy really a badge of honor? Now, this week, Morgan is taking care of her family. And so I said, no worries, girl. One of the things I love about having a partnership with someone is being able to kind of work together with each other. When I'm not here, she can be here. When she's not here, I'm always going to be here. And that's what we're all about, because when you have a community, when you have a partnership, when you have someone that's got your back, everything works. I mean, I don't know if you know that, but everything works. So today we're going to talk about how busyness is not a badge of honor. For some reason, women, I know all of us, we think it is. We've been kind of conditioned that if you have that S on your chest, and I've said it, if we wear all the hats, a cap, a fedora, you know what I'm saying, a big straw hat that says out of office when you know good and well you're not out of office. When we're able to do that, we feel like we've done something. It feels like, yes, look at me, the cape's on the back, the S is on the front, and we think we've done something really big. But the question I'm going to pose to you is, have you? Have you? And look, when I'm a little bit older than midlife, so I can tell you right now with 100% certainty and honesty, I am speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just talking out of the neck right here, okay? I'm talking from experience. So here's what I've found has happened, not just for me, but also for so many of the people that I've worked with over the years, is that there's this badge. If you can say that, and bragging, if you can say, I'm doing this, and you like have that list of all the things, all the hats you're wearing. Maybe you're a soccer mom, and you're also the school mom, and you're a Cub Scout mom, and you're all these things, but you're also bringing it in the bedroom, and you bring it in the boardroom, and and so you have this badge. Look at me. So it's actually bragging. I don't know about you, but I know that bragging is not, like, everyone does it, especially online, but it actually does not engender positive energy. It doesn't. It just doesn't, because it's not divine, so I'm not even going to go there. It also, to me, a lot of times what we do with busyness is kind of almost like when you overeat. It's like binging. It's like, I can get all these things done. Why do people binge? Typically, it's to avoid something else. So sometimes all of that busyness is to avoid the most important things. Getting to after is always going to be about helping you focus on what's most important. And sometimes getting things done on a list is not what's most important. So we binge on getting a lot of stuff done. We're going to start a whole bunch of projects. Everything's got to be done before January 1st. Everything's got to be done by the end of January. Everything's got to be done by the end of December, or whatever it is. You may have 1 week left. You're like, I can still get things done, and I'm going to clean out the closets, and I'm going to clean out the pantry, and I'm going to make sure that, oh wow. I'm just going to stop for a minute and just enjoy this really unique. Okay, I can't even show you what it is. I wish I could. It was an amazing red bug that came by, like a butterfly, but something else. Anyway, hopefully it's probably not poisonous. Anyway, it flew away. I digress. When we binge on regular food, we typically feel bad afterwards. It may have helped in the moment, but it doesn't help overall. The same thing happens when we decide to binge on busyness. We think it's going to make some big impact. We think we're going to feel amazing, and then we don't afterwards, because we're tired, because we have resentment, because we're like, why didn't somebody help us? We created it. Like, we did it to ourselves, so why should we be angry at anybody else? Here's the other thing that happens. It actually can be a fight or flight mechanism, something that you really need to deal with. That urgent and important thing, the quadrant, urgent, important, not important, all of those things. It can literally be an interruption of what's most important. I've got to go do this right now. No, you don't. I've got to go do this. It's on my list. I'm busy. And in reality, it's just to avoid something that's much more important and that we don't want to focus on because maybe it's harder to do. Other thing that happens is it may help us feel a part of a group. Maybe your mom friends or your lady friends are all the same. Like, everyone's type A, everyone's getting everything done, and you feel like I need to be part of that group, because if not, I feel like I'm less than. Believe it or not, being overly busy could be a response to you not feeling good enough. That doesn't even make sense. People put on a pedestal those who get all the thit's things done. I mean, I've said it, all the things. It's like a thing, all the things. But sometimes people are trying to do all the things as a way to avoid them what's most important, but what's most important is hard. Or maybe they feel like I'm not good enough, so if I do all the things, suddenly I have more worth. Now, does that sound like it engenders positivity to you? No, me neither. Me neither. Me neither. So I want you to ask yourself a question between now and, I wouldn't even say the end of the year because it's just a week, right? But between now and say the next 3 to 4 weeks, every time you're about to do something, this is a challenge for you. Every time you're about to do something, I want you to say to yourself, is this important? How important is this? Will this be important in the next 3 to 5 days? Will this still be important in the next 3 to 5 weeks? Will this be important in the next 3 to 5 months? And if you cannot even find in months it's not going to be important, does it need to be done? Is it just going to be something that you're adding to a list and saying, oh, it was good, I needed to do this? Or is it something that's really important? Because the things that you end up doing that aren't are the things that are going to bog you down, and they're not going to make a significant impact. I've been in the midst of creating a new website for Getting to After for some time, and I knew I should outsource it. Like, I knew I should outsource it, but I didn't want to because I like having not so much the busyness of it, but I like knowing that I accomplished something. But I'm working on a brand new system, and I really didn't know how to create it. Now, I've created countless websites for myself in the past, but using this new platform, I didn't know how. And somehow it felt like there was going to be a badge at the end if I figured it out. There was going to be a badge on the end if I did it. And in reality, that's ridiculous. Of course, there's not going to be a badge for that. It's silly. So whilst I was here in the Dominican Republic, I decided to outsource it. And already, I haven't even started the outsourcing process yet. And already I feel lighter. I feel better. I feel like I will be able to focus on what's most important for my clients and for my business and for my family without having that hanging over me. And it'll be done sooner and better. That sounds like a win-win to me. So I ask the questions. Am I doing the thing that's truly important, and how necessary is this? Will it matter in 3 to 5 months if I do that or if I outsource it? Well, actually, if I outsource it, it will matter in 3 to 5 months, because the time that I'm spending right now that's not necessary, I can then spend on something else. I feel that it's really important as you start your week, especially a week as busy as this, between now and the end of December, that you kind of engraft, what would it look like if I slowed down? What would it look like if I recognized that rest is a productive act? And I'll tell you a quick story. I have a young lady here with us in the Dominican Republic this week, sweet friend of my daughter's, and she's been sleeping. And she's like, I don't understand why I'm sleeping. I'm like, baby girl, you rest. She's a baby. She's like 21. I said, sweetheart, you're resting. You feel at peace. And sometimes we don't give ourselves the ability, we don't give ourselves the time to feel at peace so that we can actually rest. And yet, rest is a productive act, because when we're done with it, we're really done being so busy, and we decide, you know what, I'm going to allow myself this time to rest. What happens? Then you're able to, whew, I'm ready to get on and do the next thing. You're able to do it. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to just embrace a quick tapping transformation so that you can think about how can you start doing this, not next year, not a resolution, not in a week or so. Today, I want you to start doing it today on the 23rd of December. Who's in?